Uh, we're on time. That's a plus. So that's a tick in the positive. Tick in the negative, however, is that it's still meat. Or we're still doing that. Anyway, so because I am trying my hardest not to think about meat, just to think about anything else, let's spend a little bit of time talking about just game design in general. I was talking about hit points and taking damage and all that stuff, and I wanted to expound a little bit more on just sort of like the basic theories behind it. I'm sure this is all shit that you probably know or have heard already, but you know, we're laying some groundwork for something as I go forward here. And this is like, yeah, we're working in a kind of space where we're not talking about this game, which already exists, and there's nothing I can do about that, even though I wish I could. So we want to think more elastically, so like maybe a tabletop thing with an existing system, either something you can homebrew or a future project. Anyway, so types of dealing with damage, or you know, inflicting failure or victory states, however it is that you want to phrase it, doing shit within a game. Here's a few that I'm familiar with, and I think a lot of them break down into these methods. The rock, paper, scissors approach, or hard counters. I don't tend to see this alone outside of like maybe platformers where you're supposed to defeat an enemy in a very specific way. But, you know, it's self-explanatory. X thing beats Y thing beats Z thing, and Z thing beats X thing, and expand that to however many steps in the wheel that you want. The guiding philosophy behind this tool is that you need the right... behind this is that you need the right tool for the right job. Make sense? Makes sense. I'm pretty good with that. I like that as a system, where there is not one best thing to take. Nerds who play a lot of MMOs seem to think that their trinity operates like rock, paper, scissors, and it does not. In reality, there is one class that ends encounters and two classes that sustain that class in one way or the other to end encounters. They're not terribly effective on their own, and the only way that they become effective on their own is if they start borrowing things from that singular class that ends encounters. Anyway, the cool part of this sort of system is that you can scale it, and you can layer complexity by mixing entries. So, say you have a thing that is now XZ. It may no longer be beatable by Y, but V, way back at the line, is still effective if you can follow like the variable metaphor there. You see stuff like this in like the mixing of types thing in like Pokemon and similar sorts of things, where it adds a layer of complexity. Then there's thresholds, and this is typically what you see in like a tabletop setting. You must beat a certain score to deal damage and try to end a fight. Fail to beat the score and you don't get closer to ending the fight. Easy to use, which is nice for keeping things moving. You know, in a game of imagination that you're playing with paper and dice, and, you know, however many of your friends, or soon-to-be enemies, that you've managed to gather. But it does require a consistent internal logic for the system, and that's where we run into problems. There's something we need to remember about nerds in any field, and I don't use this term pejoratively. It's just, this is what they are. And that is how extremely specific their interests can be. For example, a fantasy author or a game designer may think dragons are super fucking cool. And dragons fight knights, we know that, but they're still fixated on the dragons, so you're going to get endless entries on how dragons work. You know, they'll talk to you about the fucking glands in their throat that allow them to breathe elemental whatevers, and they'll talk your ear off about the difference between a worm, a wyvern, a dragon, and like a kite, a drake, so on and so forth. But if you take two humans in the same setting and have them square off, you will get nothing but tired fantasy tropes. Because they don't understand how violence works, that's not their entrance. They don't know, and they're not going to go find out because it's not something that holds their attention. So we wind up with fantasy settings, and in fact modern and science fiction settings like we have right now, where shit just kind of doesn't make sense because their interest was elsewhere. Then there's mitigation, and this is what you see most commonly if there's not another system in play. Frankly, you see this coupled with other systems super commonly as well. We don't get much thresholding in video games. We do get a lot of attempts at rock, paper, scissors and mitigation, with mitigation typically being the chief factor. It's usually like an advantage to picking the right tool for the right job, but if your number is big, then you have big number, and that's all that matters. Anyway, it's typically like a defense score derived from equipment or via like upgrade that you purchase or craft or whatever the fuck, and it gets compared to a damage value as well as some other modifiers, and some of the damage that's coming in is then shaved off. If it's low enough, the game's computations just round it and it gets dropped. It's solid for kind of sort of covering a lot of bases at once, but it still reduces combat to numbers. It's more granular than thresholding in that there's always something being shaved off the top, and it's a softer set of counters than rock, paper, scissors, but because everything is just numbers being run through a set of equations, any kind of internal logic for what does what is then even more fucking subjective than anything else, because you're not being asked to imagine something live with another human being who could then go, wait a second, what do you fucking mean that they parried the crossbow bolt? No, they didn't. Do you know how fast those go, or how fast a human being can respond to something? They didn't do that. There's no kind of intercession of common sense or of rethinking something. It's just, if the equation checks, then the equation checks, and that's what we're getting. And that's when games start to feel gamey, if that makes sense. The system becomes all there is, and everything else that's flying around behind it is no longer an issue. It's why you can play a tab target MMO without ever actually looking at what's going on the screen. You watch the hot bar and your HP and crap. That's it. You're managing resources and little fucking bars that go up and down. So with this kind of system, it doesn't matter precisely what is in the character's hand, or what they're wearing. What matters is, like I said, the numbers. I could be wielding a plank of wood. I could be wielding the Starfucker, the sword that Jesus' secret brother made specifically to kill the Shadow President of Hell 2, or literally nothing being displayed at all. And so long as the number is more gooder than the other guys, I am best goodest. And that's not how things work. There is no circumstance in which a knife is going to cause more harm than a 20-pound hammer. It just... Nope. There are no circumstances in which I can go to, say, a gun store and say, well, this one has better stats, and pick that up, and that gun is better in all ways. No, that's not how it works. There's a few other details here and there, like different layers of health to chew through. Some games will have shields, some games will have armor as a separate kind of health that takes another sort of mitigative approach, like this round does blah 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 to this kind of health, and so on and so forth. But that's really just kind of layering these systems as we understand them, and we're looking to save at least a little bit of time on the preamble. I know I go on. Maybe I'll do one of these at some point that's just literally just me talking. We'll see. Anyway, in Meat Panic 3 here, we have mitigation and that's it, which is why we get things like slaps from skeletons doing literally anything. To be super brief, my ideal system uses all of these with special attention paid to thresholding. But I understand that there's a need for simplicity. I don't like it, but I get it. I also just would ask that when developers do this, for the sake of simplicity, that they start thinking about the player's comfort as well as their own in developing these things, because they're, like I've mentioned, the trend towards realism of some things and the ignorance of realism in many others starts to fucking raise my eyebrows, and like I'm sure I'm a minority when it comes to this, but I would like it if games could be a little bit more consistent in what it is they think and do. I would also like it if the people who are making them would admit that they don't know and like go fucking find out. That would be cool too. We'll give an example of like how it is that I would like to see it done maybe next time. I've got to refine that into words. Look over notes for the kind of homebrew crap that I had been doing, because in practice it's one thing, in teaching or explaining it's another. Anyway, to meat. We got ears. We got eyes, maybe. Alright, cool. Back in. It's gotta do that. We gotta do this. Dismember enemies to kill them quickly and conserve ammo. That's a lie. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm in the lab. Okay. Oh, they're back. You little fucks. I think I got them all. It sounds like it, otherwise we'd be hearing all kinds of things. Alright, we had switched to this in memory of Tim. It's got a smiley face on it. One shot, one kill, that's definitely not what we'll be doing. I would prefer it to be, that would be easy. Oh, hey. From what direction? I was pretty sure I killed those, but I guess they spawn anyway. Yeah, just shower me in it, bud. They're telling me about another new suit. I'm gonna assume it's the Legionary suit again. We'll find out in a moment, I guess. Anything else in you? No. They're out of stuff. Yes. Is it the Legionary suit that you're going to tell me about? Yeah, it looks like it. Like, we did save afterward, right? It's so poorly put together on what it does and does not save. I think you can snatch these, this is a bone saw, out of their hands and throw them at them. I'm gonna try to do that a few times. I also hear that it's mostly ineffective, but look, I forget the kinesis module exists. I wanted to do something. Because the shotgun is cool, I'm just bored. You know how that is? You ever just get bored? Not that. Yeah, that. Default tip it is. I just miss the line gun. I know it's never going to be the same, but you know, it can be with us in spirit. Is this better, worse than anything else? We know the Marauder is fucking through the roof. We already got one of those with spread fire. Fucking so strange, so strange. Burst fire submachine gun. Don't know. So, yeah, the range is near, so that means the bullet will disintegrate if I, like, try to fucking use it. And there is basically no difference between these. Okay, well, I'm not gonna fucking sweat it then. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to do. Yeah, look at all those fucking laser beams. Okay. Well. Yeah, because I think this is locked, right? Yeah, it's locked. What? Oh. Extra somatic gel. That's also locked. That one I shot the leg off of before and it didn't respond, so I'm just gonna assume that it won't. Into the hole we go. Oh, it's in progress. I thought I saw stuff dripping. I may have. I may have. Did you see the fucking Elon mask? It works kind of like these helmets do in that it doesn't, and there's a better way to do it. And the answer is to compact and copy the design of welding helmets and include basically like a half hood and a cowl. You'll get a better seal that way. But it's not as trendy, I guess. This is a guy that was very proud of inventing a bus. Open. Oh, you gotta put your hands up. Put your fucking hands up. It's important. You don't want to contaminate the sample. Hey, Carver, give me my suit.
Wow, so this is Rosetta's lab, huh?
He won't.
Oh, finally. And this is an assembly station.
I've asked him several times.
So we're here to assemble a codex. That makes sense.
Do you get it yet?
No. According to this, we're here to assemble Rosetta. They cut her into pieces? Oh my god.
Fuck.
Ellie, are you really that shocked?
Why?
Why are you asking that?
I don't know. But some of the pieces...
You know why.
I think I see another piece over there.
Okay. Sure. Anyway, these fools don't seem to know why they would cut up something here. Does that look like a person to you? Are you ready for the reveal, Lost Things? Are you ready? It's fucking stupid. I promise that. Give me this.
Well, there should be a receptacle that feeds that into the lab's cataloging system. Yep, over there.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can feed it in.
I mean, yeah, we probably can. In. No, it's gonna make me push the button. It's a fucking... Why is it a fucking vacuum tube?
I'll see if I can route that to the assembly station. Hold on.
Yo, this is the dumbest way to do it. Just fucking load it in the track, like, right here. Why would it need to do all of that? You're gonna fucking break it.
According to the records, there are 4 more pieces. They were checked out of storage by Dr. Serrano.
Like, that's gonna snap one of these times, or it's gonna come down a little bit too fast because it's heavy, and just flip and shatter.
Or all of them.
Most of the doors were locked down from what I could see.
Yeah, well, you're in luck.
No retreat is what it says.
A security pass. You want to give it a shot?
Hey, why not?
Carver, move. Oh. I could have just gone up there if you wanted to move the fuck out of the way, man. Alright.
Great, thanks. Find out what you can about how assembling Rosetta will create a codex. I'll explore the labs and recover the rest of the Rosetta slabs.
I mean, this is one of the times where it makes sense to not be doing this in co-op, because she probably does need someone watching the door. But if you are in co-op, you both leave and Ellie is unarmed. Touch. Put your fucking arms up. You saw it on the fucking little infographic. Isaac just don't do nothing right, man. You know? It's frustrating. Oh. It's the science division.
There's 3 primary buildings in this facility. The one we're in now is biology. There's one for paleontology and one for geological studies.
They reset that.
What should I check out first?
It doesn't matter. Just be careful.
Why? You think there's something out there that wants to eat me?
That's not funny.
I know. Isaac out.
If you knew, then why'd you say it? Oh, I was seeing sparks previously. Okay, well. My progress is finally saving. We need a card to get in there. That's geology. It's telling me to go this way, so this way I'll go. Yeah, it wants that one first, huh? Okay. Touch. Open, please. These are back. I know you missed them. And like, I don't know. Again, we're just in these. It's a box. There's meat on the fucking walls, and that's it. That's what we've got for this entire fucking series. They put it over the lift, and all of our cutting tools, like this, can't cut it. Why? How many more of those do we have? Did I just walk by because I was sick of thinking about them?
There's nasty growth everywhere in here. It's blocking some of the doorways.
Is it organic?
Yes.
Here, there's a sterilization
Found one.
that can destroy organic matter in case of containment breach.
I'll check it out.
Dealt a fair amount of damage, didn't it? Oh well, such is life. We're gonna have to fucking cook it this way. There's a quote, poison. Not that we just hit it with plasma, I don't think. It had that biohazard thing on it. We'll see. And then it wasn't. Great. And a text log. Why? Thank you. In the event of containment failure, my bad. Sterilization gas. Yeah, there you go. Must be administered from the nearest sterilization booth. These airtight chambers will protect you from the highly corrosive sterilization gas. All unprotected biological tissue in the affected area will be disintegrated. It's important that the sterilization gas mixing station be maintained at all times. Your safety and the safety of those around you depend on it. There you go. It's a sterilization gas. We don't just fucking burn it out. Because we have directed energy weapons and shit, and there is absolutely no organic material that is going to survive the atom-rending bullshit that is plasma. But here we are. Isn't it cooler if it's like a super acid gas? Not really. What if they sweat like something that's fucking basic, you know? We don't know. That's a compound that you could produce organically. Is it someone else? Or is it just the gates? Gates break, vents break, everything just fucking flops and screams. Anyway, we gotta do this. See the pump. The pump.
Lift disabled.
Yeah, I understand.
Online. Lift disabled. Lift online. Lift disabled.
Okay, so we're close. If you wanted to reset it, I guess.
Lift online.
There. Okay. Anything else? No. 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 Open. Thank you. Goodbye. I guess we'll try out the fucking machine gun, or no, the submachine gun. But the range is so low. No, the range is too low. Maybe for fuck's sake. Do you have more? Is he just making noise? Because this still works really good. How are you so fresh? 200 fucking years you have all of these open surfaces and shit. You don't make sense. None of this makes any sense. I'm gonna press the thing.
Initiating sterilization sequence.
Here comes the gas. Okay. Oh, in case of leak. Well, that's nice. I mean, can we open this wing up and flood the entire facility with that? Because that'd probably solve a lot of our problems, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm going in there. Not in there, that's inaccessible still. Open, please. Well, I guess it didn't disintegrate that guy through this fucking bedsheet, so how good can the acid gas be? Neuroimaging, it didn't disintegrate that shit pinned to the wall either. Alright, so that's where we're going to be putting it. Touch. How dead are you? Give me this. Dead. Okay.
Dr. Earl Serrano, status update. I now realize why the alien machine was rejecting our codex. The instructions were being garbled by the second set of DNA. The aberration. We found a new specimen today. A pure and intact specimen. Its DNA is completely pristine, and I have high hopes that this is the breakthrough we were looking for.
Well, Serrano seems to be convinced. Neuroimaging, I guess. We got X-rays. Not very good X-rays unless these things are like all bone. Oh. You know what? I don't actually have to sever those individually, do I? I do have precisely the tool for that. Yeah, I thought I heard goo. Just happening. Yeah, get it. Because who knows what I will be bored of next. And just saying this game is cheating. Well, nothing in there. Nothing in the other fridge. Touch. Well, first thing to get in my way gets beamed with this slab. I told you. Didn't really seem to do much, but it still happened. Now. How long is this gonna happen for? Oh. They lost absolutely all but one limb and then went, oh no. I'm going to have to rethink things. Are we done? It seems like we're done. Throwing this at them didn't really seem to do anything, did it? You'd figure it would. They make a big deal out of the kinesis module. Just... Yo, for real? This is the thing, yes? Yeah, clearly I meant the bleach bottle hidden underneath the objective. There.
I found another piece of Rosetta. I'm sending it your way.
Which piece is it?
It's hard to tell from the cross-section, but it doesn't look like anything I recognize.
Okay, I'll get it prepped when it arrives.
That is a solid question, you know, how the fuck would we know? Well, lift's working. That's the other fun thing they do with the, like, we'll have to assemble the thing soon, obviously. And, the first time doing this, I remembered looking at it and being like, I don't know which one's the ass or the head. Like, how the fuck should I know? I've never seen this creature before, you tell me. Then when we get it assembled, we'll see if it looks like anything to you. Okay, but I don't know where you are, and so you very quickly become not my, well, now you're my problem, aren't you? From behind too, huh? Cool. Once again, another one comes out as not effective, and it's also not fun. Like it, you know, fucking. Oh, now they've popped up behind you too. Okay, but there's very limited places to go, and there's nothing I can do to prevent them from doing that. I'm not even in like an exposed spot. These are supposed to be human beings. At least, you know, as far as the base components go. So, like, why it is that they're able to do this is just something that needs to be explained.
Hello, Isaac.
Hello.
I know you're out there.
It's true.
Crawling around.
Yep.
You probably think I'm an overzealous crusader. I'm
That's kind.
endlessly following the whim of an angry god. It's an easy conclusion to draw, and I don't fault you for it, but you may be surprised to know that I'm a man of science.
I don't care.
A man of fact, and reason, cause and effect. And soon, you'll understand that I'm right. About everything.
How's that ringing for you, Lost Things? people making emotional, irrational decisions and then telling you that it's actually because it's facts and logic and it's you just don't understand it because they're that smart. Well, the Reaper Barracks key. Open. There we go. An explosive module. Anything else? Oh, well, that was just waiting. Where the fuck is the Reaper Barracks? I'm sure we'll encounter it on our way back, right? We almost have to. On the last shot fired, well, that sucks. That's straight trash. Alright, well, bye. Okay. Sure. Well, whoops. Oh well. I just wanted a bottleneck. You're gonna throw a whole bunch of the fucking little slapper ones at me. I want a bottleneck. Yeah, I know. I hear you. Don't press E. Alright. This is what I mean, like, you're just gonna do this, so I just want a spot where I could fucking strain them out a little bit. I just... these games seem to be set up to make you make the worst possible decisions. I don't understand why. If it's just that the design team understands that, and then plays towards it, or if they legitimately thought this would be a cool and interesting set piece. Something harrowing and frightening for the players to fight through. Either way, they're just... it's like their fucking heads are screwed on wrong, you know? And I say this as someone whose skull is absolutely crooked. There's no way that right things are coming out of my mouth or my brain. But it just... like, I wouldn't have done this. A similar encounter like this is, you know, something that I would want to encourage the player to think intelligently. Like, first of all, we would want to do rounds that penetrate. I should say over-penetrate, because technically that's what would be happening. And then, you know, hallways to pull them back into so that you can maximize your field of fire. You know, you fire for effect, basically, into the crowd. You could get in there and slug it out with them, but you're going to get mobbed, and that's going to be resource intensive because now you're spreading things around. But if you don't leave anyone any room to be smart or to do what is clearly the smart thing to do, I don't... not only do I not get you, I don't respect your decisions in designing anything. Which, of course, yeah, I'm sure they don't give a shit, but... alright. Oh, we have to turn them all. Okay, I see. Now, is that going to turn the other two with it? Or does that only get turned when you turn something else? Okay, it only gets turned when you turn something else. I see. And we're done. You got boys? You gonna make me fight boys? Here, play the thing.
Sir Earl Serrano, status update. It is well known that the surface of all markers contain glyphs. No one is entirely sure what they mean, but they exist as a distinct language we assign to the markers creators. Our deep dig teams are reporting.
Okay, Ellie. Another one coming your way.
Their deep digs have the marker scroll.
Are you sure this is Rosetta?
Only one way to find out. Let's keep going.
The plot and the dialogue is still insisting that Rosetta must be a human being. Simply must. There's no two ways about it, right? Which again is intensely tiring, like as a biology book. Well, what do we got here? Not to something. Not to damage? I don't know. This is specimen 8 though. Really crude drawings. Oh, is that the Reaper barracks? Well, I mean, let's go into the Reaper barracks. Let's see if we can clear that area.
You're entering the barracks of the 163rd. Keep your ID visible.
I mean, you should probably keep your ID visible anyway.
The 163rd.
Rip.
I bet they had access to some pretty cool toys. I'm gonna take a look around.
Carver does not give a shit. Literally no response. Here's a text log. SCAF ISC 30694 TV MD 212 from General S. Mahad to, I'm going to guess, Admiral M. Graves. Regarding the 163rd Special Unit. If it's bunk space you're worried about, you won't have to worry much longer. I'm taking half of them down with me to the planet once we get ourselves dug in. As far as manners go, I didn't pick them because they play nice with others. There's a reason they call the 163rd the Reapers. These guys all cut their teeth doing wet work for us during secessionist riots on Earth. They're the coldest bunch of killers you're ever going to find, and they're my insurance that nothing's going to go wrong. From the Roanoke, from Admiral Graves to General Mahad. Would you mind telling me why I have to double bunk half the officers on my ship so you can house your freeloading 163rd? They're rude and they don't do a single useful thing aboard my ship. Why are we wasting resources on this frivolous addition to the mission? Okay. There's, you know... They've also been decapitated, I guess.
Christ. Somebody got shot at me. There are severed heads everywhere.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, it's fine.
The bodies are still here, so is their stash of weapons. This is too good to pass up.
It is. Alright. Private K. Myers. I did anything I could to get put on the mission. To go to this frozen wasteland so I could follow the Reapers. It was my chance to get them to notice, and I wasn't going to let anyone stop me. After Private Freeman went missing, I became the new water boy. I scrubbed Reaper toilets, made Reaper beds, and cleaned Reaper guns. All those shotguns. Admiring the notches carved into the stocks of each beautiful weapon. Really? Don't carve notches into your stock. It's kind of fucking goofy. You're creating a snag point. Anyway, I finally worked up the nerve to ask one of the Reapers if I could join their team. I was ruthless. I was determined. I was ready. He laughed at me just like my drill sergeant back at boot camp. Then he said I could join if I cleaned the toilets for a week with my bare hands with no shower privileges in between. He said if I could do that, I'd have what it takes. What could I do? It was my dream, and he promised, so I did. Did he lie to you? To just see if you could? Is the Marauder suit for the fucking Reapers? I remember one of them being 163rd. Am I in it right now? No, doesn't look like it. And do we want to dress like the Reapers? I've paid enough homage to Tim. Rip Tim. The witch is telling me to embrace my destiny. I will definitely grant that I am dry. I don't think I'm that humorless. Am I remembering right? We got a stamp on our shoulder. No, 401 something. It does say Born to Kill. We've done that. We opened the game with that. The Legionary suit, nah. That's on the cover, and it's not really that much different from the other one. What do we want to fucking wear? Fuck it. We'll just go back to our Tundra suit. I don't see a reason not to, you know? The fucking night vision bits on this are a little bit too Sam Fisher for my taste. Not that this is much better. That's something that I will absolutely say, is that we forgot to upgrade things. So we'll go over here to this one. That's clearly where you upgrade things, not the other one. That's no good. Anyway, the suits in this are still fine. I like the variety of them. I just don't like what it is they offer me as far as what it is I can choose from. For fuck's sake. And you're not even gonna let me set it on fire, are you? There. Problem solved. Do I see any other movement out there besides this machinery? No. Anyway, I don't like the choices that they've got for me, but even with fewer choices in Dead Space 2, I liked more of the options. They were basic, don't get me wrong, but I found them more visually appealing. One didn't really give us the option. And while I think it's cool that the suit was extremely distinctive, it doesn't tickle my fancy as like a practical piece of equipment. Anyway, Kay Myers is back. So there he was, a week later, caked in human excrement, his skin broken out with sores. He had gone the extra mile. He was ready. I guess I should have seen it coming. They took my picture and sent it out to everyone to see. They told me the only way I'd become a Reaper is if every last one of them miraculously died and I was the only one left who could take their place. Then they sent me packing. I got demoted to working in the pits. I credit my determination and strong work ethic for not giving up. In the dead of night, I returned to their barracks and went to their beds, silent, discreet. With a firm, swift stroke, their heads rolled away one at a time. 1, 2, I counted as I cleaved. 3, 4, scratching notches into my axe. 5, 6, they couldn't refuse me now. 7, 8, 9, 10. 15 heads later, and I'm the 163rd, the most feared unit in the SCAF. I am the Reaper. And so you see, Kay Myers was the murderer the whole time. That's what I want to set on fire. I always want the heads with those. Because otherwise they'll just find another body and I'll have to do this shit again, and I don't want to. There, burn to death about it. Yo, really though? Yeah, jump out of the vents when I go to pick up the box. Maybe. Oh, it's another one of these, is it? Or I gotta stop the masher. Yeah. Goodbye, masher. I know, but I saw that coming from up there and I wanted to stop it. You didn't let me. Because you suck that way. Anyway, there's the rest of their heads, I guess. Give me my station's charge back. More, less, okay. Well, I'm just gonna do that and I'm gonna leave. Oh, okay. I figured they would spawn something behind me. Well, I hear something. Yeah, there you are. Okay. Are we done? We seem like we're done for the moment. Now I hear someone else. Drop those then. Give me this. That's right. Space is fire. It's kind of interesting how quickly my brain jettisons the controls for this game. Like, it just goes, you're not gonna fucking need that. And it throws it right out. Because I played maybe an hour's worth of Control in the meantime. And it's just that my head is eager to forget. Are you gonna come out? Oh, you came out the other side. I could have sworn the vent broke up there. Yeah, I guess there was two of them. That was the trick. Get the fuck out of here. What's the purpose of the abdominal arms? Like, even in the ones that don't have the bug things coming out of their backs and like the sword bug arms come out of their hands, like their people hands, they develop these little abdominal arms that I don't understand. Like, why? What's it for? Okay. Well, I shot that one just now and it didn't respond. Are you broken? It seems like he is, right? He's stuck on something, maybe. Oh, look at all those tally marks. Are you spooked with the tally marks? Are those scary? Drop that, because I want that. Yeah. Yeah, he's just kind of like hanging out there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, moving on. What does it say? Hot steam. Okay. Bump room. I'll pump you in the room. Got him. Fucking got him, you know? There's no going back after that. It's too witty. There's just too much funk on that nasty dunk. So much, in fact, that we could not have possibly faked it. Again on my head, though. Again on my head. I can't. Oh God! Are you still? Still is the answer. The answer is still. Are you done? Because this is a fucking mess in here now. This is a real shit show. We're not gonna be able to clean it up basically ever. Unreal. Okay. Hey, the boys are back. Reloads we're good on, maybe? Let's see. It's 2 reload, 1 clip, okay. Well. Maybe we start adjusting this. 1 reload, 1 clip, fucking... Maybe we just do that, and we... put a different fucking tip on it. Medium. So mid, medium, mid and high. Is the... So that's 3, 6, 7 squares. Yeah, we're down 4, we're down 4. We're up, but the range suffers. We're down 4. Let's just use what it is that we've got. We know the reload on that's never going to be good. For some reason. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Why even bother, right? The damage is through the roof. That's more what we care about. The sweeper. Yeah, we want that. We haven't fucked around with anything pulse rifle adjacent in a bit, so yeah. This is still doing good over here. I think the only thing that I really gotta fuck with is this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So let's reload on rate of fire. So we got extra damage and extra rate of fire, but I don't think we can crank the damage beyond literally the maximum. So there's that to consider. I think we're just waiting for new rate of fire crap, and then that'll be good. It certainly seems to be. Well, that can be improved. Just get that reload speed up there for that, because again, not much else that we can do with it, right? Rip those apart. Rip that apart. Looking good. Fucking... The rest of that can sit. Okay. Okay. That's the explosion amplifier. Okay. Alright. Oh, sorry about the mic brush there. Itchy upper lip. So what do we got in here? We got torque bars. We don't need that. Could use a little bit more of this. Cool. Cool. I think we assembled something similar early on, but then I wanted to branch out. There was some minor exploration of things. It was an artifact. Assorted garbage. Metals. Because now it's doing this. Anyway, from Raymond Reed. Private Myers appealed to join the 163rd. When I look out across the yard, I see only weakness. The war with the secessionists has claimed our fiercest warriors and replaced them with children. Half these pricks can't hold a rifle and the rest piss their pants the moment they hear one go off. If you want to make it in this world, not only do you have to be willing to kill, you have to like it. That's not true. Private Myers is a tool, so it's only fitting we use him as one. Let's give him 1 week of solid abuse before we kick him out the door. Maybe then he'll wise up and realize he'll never have what it takes to be one of us. I don't know. The only people that think this way are typically chodes who are woefully inadequate in a number of ways. Marksmanship included. If you ever hear anyone talking about how they, you know, they can be a little bit more lax on the range, big boy rules. That motherfucker is going to hurt himself or someone else. Make sure the range warden is watching them. Oh, so this is repeating a fun mantra. Open. Really? With the little spiral.
No one will be spared. You will kill yourself. You will kill yourself.
Well, I'm gonna take what's in that chest. I want to fucking break everything else in here first, because I'm sure they'll be like, oh no, it's one of the head replace things. See, because they took the heads off them. Can I turn this one off? No. I mean, I'm at a kind of peace, my man. Oh no, I got regrets, friend. I got regrets.
Whoa. These guys are ready to take on an entire army.
Isaac, please tell me you're getting out of there now.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I can find my way back up.
You have no regrets. No, I got regrets. But like I said, I am in a kind of peace. Boredom is a peace. Yeah, it ain't got no damn legs, does it? You got the one arm. That is all. Am I done? Was that the showdown? Oh, no. They still got you, huh? Oh. There was heads. I feel like there was more than 15 of those, but I wasn't exactly counting, you know? What, did you just show up? Alright, well anyway, bye. Oh, but what's behind this special door? Gimme. How do you feel about these treasure boxes being incorporated into a game like this? I don't really care for it. I don't see the point, you know, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, am I am I building things to do stuff with or not? And why am I getting blueprints instead of... Is that another one? Yeah, it was. Okay. So they can kind of pose as a normal head by sticking their tentacles through the map. Anyway, why am I not, like, experimenting and inventing and theorizing? Why am I just, like, copying things from Blueprint? I guess I can't fucking trigger that by throwing something through the beam, which makes a great deal of sense. Alright, well, what do we get that time? Yeah, rate of fire. Okay, cool. We open. Oh, that's just a microwave. Open again. I can't see anything. I'm gonna assume this is E. Yeah. That was a good camera angle. So that I can go, I don't know what's happening, I can't see nothing. I hear other stuff, like, in there, but whatever. Yeah, you hear that? Something goopy. We did it. We have reaped the reapers. We've cleared the area. Now, are we in a different part of it now, or didn't I fucking bleach these things?
A little trivia, Isaac, to put things in perspective. Fact. The original marker,
There we go.
marker found on Earth, predates the rise of mankind. Are you listening to this?
Yeah.
Fact. The marker exerts a field of influence that guides and grows biological organisms, evolving them over time towards some greater purpose. You see where this is going?
I don't. Why don't you fucking spell it out for me, Danik, like you're gonna anyway. I gotta admit, I've been tuning him out. Not purposefully, just reflexively. I don't care. That's where I'm at with the Danik character. I could not give less of a shit. Alright, there's the fucking cutoff valve. Alright, let's get back in the thing. Because it'll tell us we're taking damage otherwise. Even though, clearly, like, I can be out in space and everything, and like, I doubt it doesn't have a filter. Alright, I guess we're in a different part, and it's just, again, hard to tell because, look at it. Two damage, one rate of fire. It's all these boxes for all these bits. We can look at blueprints. The showstopper. Stop him dead. A galvanizer and a cryogenic torch. Now that's when we accidentally created one. Yeah, we can just delete that, that's fine. The shocker. A team favorite. A timed line gun mine that can be detonated at will with both electric and fire damage. Both electric and fire damage, huh? It's available for construction. What team? Is it the people that made this? I bet it is. I bet it is. That's 2 damage, 1 rate of fire. Two damage, 1 rate of fire. So we're looking for what? 2 rate of fire, 1 reload. look like we'll be getting it. That's okay. We may as well just take these apart. Sure. Now I remember why I switched to the other one. This eats ammo. Okay, well, we can fix that. We can also consider... What? Because it reloads fairly quickly, right? Like, is this necessary? Do we just maybe want... And does this affect the top? It kind of looks like it does, but... I mean, fuck knows, right? Whatever. Looks like it didn't change all that much after all. We tried. Not very hard, but we tried. The other one just, like, is fucking chewing through ammo supplies, and I don't know. Why would I want that? Oh, Jesus, this has 5 less than the Mark IV one. My mind. Because... Of course it does. Yeah, because of course it does. Of course it does. Sure. Or is it 5 less because we modified it? This has a greater speed setting. Maybe that's the rate of fire. I don't know anymore. Yeah, it's because we modified it different. Whatever. Whatever, I'm moving on. We'll fuck with it again if it becomes a problem. I don't think it'll be a problem. The zoo. Don't feed it. No, don't feed the animals. Scratch that out, scientists. Yeah, don't feed the scientists. They get unruly. See? You hear that? No, okay. Oh, I'm pressing E. I'm doing it. Riveting. Yeah, y'all just kind of don't sever limbs, huh? And they don't believe in it. Oh my god. I guess they didn't feed the scientists and the scientists ate each other. And then saw what was happening, and being scientists, continued to do the same thing over and over again. You know, like scientists do. They don't observe or evaluate or anything like that. Open. Thank you. Oh, cool. I guess that's the other fucking crab thing that they caught. They told us they had. There we go. What else is around here to steal and or listen to? While we see if this redeems itself in any way, shape, or form. I'm still willing for it to do that, but it's not looking like it's gonna.
Status update. It appears that all the specimens share some common features that are quite surprising. Gills, along with what I presume are swim bladders and collapsible fins. This is quite improbable for a frozen wasteland. Unless it was not always frozen.
There you go, Earl.
I now believe this planet was once a vast liquid ocean, and that a single, sudden event caused a flash freeze, trapping everything in the ice.
Seems like it. It was water level, now it's ice level. By the way, planets only have one biome. That's just science. Okay, well, we'll see if they continue to attack me when I go and fucking shove this in the tube. I'm sure they'll be back. Oh, okay. You can't pick things up while you're doing this. Even though my hands are not involved in the process of picking things up.
Heads up, Ellie.
Ah, see it.
Okay. It's these. You remember those. I wish there was a way to increase the damage on this, but there just isn't anymore. It's capped, you know? We kinda got what we got. Oh, I see. Sure. Haven't seen too many of those this go around. I guess they figured they weren't a popular type.
Clark is down there somewhere. Keep scanning.
Yeah.
Crap. Danik's gunships are patrolling the area.
Oh god, don't let them see you.
Were you prepared for this? How? Alright, well, whatever.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, where'd he go? You basically just have to stay out of the searchlight. Oh. I hear the noise. Okay.
Moving on to next sector.
Well, they seem confident that they'll catch us. You'd figure this would also, just like draw necromorphs to the ship, right? Like it's making a ton of noise, it's got those bright lights. Yeah. And yeah, you remember these. They're still here. You still kill them in the same ways. Right there. Okay. Well, more resources for later, I guess. They look like that now. No, I don't. I just want the rest of them. Here, under some light. That's what they look like. Terrifying. Who would wear goggles like that? There's another one. There we go. They attach flashlights. These guys have flashlights still attached. Isaac will never attach a flashlight to his suit. Even though there's one like right there on his helmet. Just turn it the fuck on. No. Won't do it. who knows how many more of whatever the fuck is waiting. Fucking... I've lost track. Nobody so far. Oh, there's an optional co-op mission. That way. Or this way? Yeah, that's an elevator. We don't have a friend to play co-op with, and that's fine. I wouldn't genuinely wish this on anybody, I don't think. That's where Carver goes into dad space, and he confronts the marker. So he wins. He's good, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way then. Is that bridge even? I don't think that bridge is even gonna work. I want to see what's over here.
One mind, one body!
Alright. There. A full zoom scope. Valuable. This would be another spot to deploy one of our friends, but they're busy right now. Okay. Didn't manage to tag that one. He sunk down a little bit too low before I pulled the trigger. But like, I know he's there, right? Unless he literally just despawned. Yeah, now that's a despawn, man. Isaac, chill out with the heart rate here, man. We've done this. I shot that one. I gotta take more time on some of those shots. I'm trying to correct too rapidly. In attempting to rush to the conclusion, you know, wind up taking more time. It's disposal services. I have the key to go in there, but it's another one of those like little side regions where nothing important happens. Like, you've seen them. They are quite literally the same thing over and over again. Let's go. And I don't think we're missing anything. I think it's just like finding those upgrade chips at this point. There's more things frozen than the ice. Yeah, looks like a headbutt place. Oh, from behind. Hey. Hi again. Alright. Well, that one just kind of sailed right through, didn't it? And from behind again. How? There's nowhere back there to come from. Like, it's just the elevator shaft, right? Am I crazy? Also, the ones that I put into that one's back as it was running away from me didn't count, I guess. Wrong button, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, this is fucking... Is there a vent in here that I'm unaware of? No. No. So it... In order to charge me from back here, it would have had to have been spawned from back here somewhere. And then run up this passageway, where I was the only dude with a gun there. Again. Dirty pool. If I've seen the trap and sprung it prematurely, and I'm eliminating the issues as they come, you don't get to be like, well, but magically there's one behind you, unless you have established that already within your narrative that that's a possibility. But then the creatures themselves have to be magic, and you don't get to fucking pontificate on how, like, little you know about anatomy. So I guess that's a detriment for, you know, most horror developers. We got an artifact. A breath of fresh air. Dr. Alexei Obrachev. The extracted ice cores are spectacular, contrary to everyone's expectations. The ice is not layered in a predictable pattern befitting millions of years of gradual deposits. Rather, it indicates a single period of great upheaval and then a sudden dramatic climate shift. As impossible as it seems... Excuse me. I believe the planet underwent an ice age in a single day. But how can this be? With each discovery we make, even more questions surface. Thankfully, Dr. Serrano's signal tracking experiments have painted a trail that leads deep under the ice. It is there that I suspect we will soon find all of the answers that we seek. So they flash froze everything. Their water planet. How could they have done that? It's a really good question. And then why would it stay frozen?
Fact, Isaac.
Oh God.
Can personally attest. Man is naturally compelled to create red markers, duplicates made in the image of the original. They are as much a part of us as the planet that birthed us, perhaps even more so. We must all act our part.
How you like that, JPEG?
Of the universe, Isaac. Something you seem rather reluctant to accept.
Anyway, it's not really natural, is it? It's basically a kind of brainwashing. Like, these people go crazy trying to build markers out of whatever. But I guess because you didn't manufacture it in a factory, now it's natural or something. Whatever the fuck the line of thinking tends to go. You know, arsenic is natural. It's still a poison. I have frames to take apart, don't I? Yeah. Gabe, your frame is useless. I'll never do a thing with it. Cones. Oh, that actually increases damage, does it? It's bizarre. No, that just straight up increases weapon damage. Maybe. It doesn't actually, though? Doesn't actually seem to? That's cool. You know how it is. Anything here that I need to get rid of? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Repeats here? No. Repeats here? No. I guess speed, what they're talking about there, is like rate of fire. It should have just been ROF then, right? Yeah, it's the same JPEG. What do you got? To reload one rate of fire. I think that's necessary. Well, not necessary, but available for at least one of our things. Another fucking tungsten lock. Free ammo. Oh, that's the disposal services key. No, I won't be. I'm done with the fucking optional missions. Open. Open. Hot death. I would do with a cold death at this point. EarthGov frame. Compact EarthGov frame. Do you think it'll be as shit as Gabe's frame? And why would it be here? These guys aren't EarthGov. EarthGov didn't exist. Let's find out how bad this is. Maybe what I want instead of this thing here is like just something like the plasma cutter. Okay. Let's see, right? Oh, with built-in upgrades. Well, again, how bad could it be? Let's find out. Okay. So that... I see. I see. And what upgrades does it have in it? Oh. What? Okay. Sure. So the EarthGov frame can then be fucked with, I guess. That's the rotator cuff, which is a nice idea, but I don't know. We haven't done anything with the ripcore ever, so cuts horizontally. That's the Tundra Recon Ripper. You just fling them like they're pizza. Why not? Because rotating it doesn't seem terribly useful for this, to me. I don't know that there's much of a reason to do that. It doesn't seem like there's a reason not to do that, because the other things that we've been fucking with, yeah, you just pay tungsten to open those. Alrighty. Like the other DLC things, they don't take well to upgrades. I mean, it's extra damage and not a whole lot of sacrifice on reload. Let's see what this one does. Maybe it's different. Well, you can. It's an option. So, let's see. Do I have two separate? Yeah. Oh, alright. Yeah, why not? Let's craft and equip. 2 reload, 1 damage. And then we'll fucking flip it. Okay. And then on the bottom. Let's say it's similarly put together, isn't it? And attachment up here. Automatically picks up nearby ammo. Sounds good. I do want to continue to burn things. There. we'll fuck around with this small frame thing. We have 2 methods of severing shit now. Let's see how this does for us. We open that. Open, please. I mean, it done it. Can I not? Okay. How about now? How about with this? Horse shit. And of course, no way to disable them. Why would there be? Open. I hear the noise again. Get here. Gentlemen, is there something I can do to help you? I heard you. Oh, they're there. It's because I pre-broke the things, I see. Are we good? Are we all good? It seems like we're all good. Give me this. Does this block it? No. Only the special thing. And back across we go. Such fun. Just get in, please. There we go.
Okay, that's the last one.
Great. Are you headed back now?
Yep. Be there soon.
I mean, I have nowhere else to go, Ellie. Now I'm gonna stick around and just fucking like take in the atmosphere. Whatever you're up to, flinging saw blades, I guess.
Give up, Isaac. You're not getting out of there alive.
Shut up, Danik!
Is there more? Shut up, Danny. Just deliver it differently. Like you know that you're not gonna like really transmit to him. Just be like, ah, shut up. And then there, we did it. There we go. I don't know if it's worth it having the Ripper there.
Ellie, how do we know this is even gonna work? Did you find out how they make a codex from all this?
Yeah. It looks like they use magnetomic forensic neurology, which produces a data stream stored in the codex. It's like they lifted the codes of the machine right out of her brain.
Well,
that sounds nothing.
At least they didn't poke her up.
Yeah, that's like, it sounds like absolutely nothing, and I think I skipped a word there, but yeah, I don't. I don't think that's even based on anything. I'm pretty sure that's just fucking babble for the sake of babble. Are you gonna shoot yourself in the face again? Because I didn't fucking harvest this point previously. No, not so far. Alright, well. There we go. Okay, bye. the plasma cutter can do all of these things, why would a gun even come in anything but this, right? Like, what's the point? We're now in...
One final fact.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As you recklessly pursue your own destruction. Were it not for the tampering of Earth-Gov, these long-dead researchers all...
I don't care.
Humanity would have painlessly transcended to our ultimate end, our predestined...
And you know that based on what?
What purpose does all this conversation hope to serve? Well, the next time we see each other, and I
You see, it's as easy as that. If anyone claims that they're using facts and logic, you can just ask them based on what, and if they can't answer, you walk away. They're just saying that to give themselves an air of legitimacy, because it's basically their worst nightmare for someone to use, like, actual science.
All right, let's hope we can figure this thing out before Danik finds us.
Okay.
Leg bone's connected to... Well, you know, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, thanks. A change of fortune. Rosetta Lab. We gotta go over here. Oh, good. They're so good at it, you know?
Okay.
Okay, so... The way that I did this before was basically lining up what did and did not have pieces missing with the appropriate, or at least what I thought was the appropriate connective points. Because again, I don't know what the fuck this is, you know?
Alright, it's just a blob. How are we supposed to piece
This
this?
goes there.
There must be a trick to it.
Yeah, there must be a trick to it. We want this up here. We want this probably close to it, because it looks like it would fit there.
I think I see
Yeah.
something forming here.
Yeah? Are we getting close?
It's hard to tell, but the outline is coming together.
No, we gotta fucking swap these.
Assembly complete.
Yeah.
Codex initialization standing by.
Yeah, does that look like anything to you? Like, super vaguely, right? But you're supposed to basically guess its anatomy. You just line up the slats, I guess. It fucking... The bits that have red showing are supposed to go on the inside, but you wouldn't know that. Maybe it has red bits on the outside. It's a fucking alien.
Meet Rosetta.
We met her.
Where's her face?
Up there.
Have a face. It's not even a she. It's an it. Rosetta's an alien.
I mean, it could be a she.
What? What does that mean?
It means they used an alien brain to unlock the secrets of the alien machine. It's clever.
It's not.
All right, let's see what happens when we activate it. This could get a little weird. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, turn it on. We've seen this before. It's convergence. We know how it works. And their ultimate form is that they summon all necromorphs. All of these things based in body horror and all that other shit to make a great big fucking meatball. I'm not joking. There it goes. That's it. Activated their device and it froze the damn planet. Yeah, well, that's so crazy, right? Oh my god.
No, we've got it all wrong. This isn't the marker homeworld. The aliens, they found the markers just like us and it spread. It
consume them. It pulled their bodies into the sky to form the final stage. Oh my God, the moon.
This is the most complicated reproductive cycle of any organism in history.
The moon is convergence.
And there's so much that can go wrong with it. Like, what if people block the signal? Because it's a signal, right?
They built the machine to freeze the planet, to keep the moon from becoming whole.
Or what if they see what's going on and they just, like,
if the machine
huck nukes at the moon?
And convergence has resumed.
How do they survive all the radiation in space?
Spread.
Or micrometeors zipping through them? Because we know that if they suffer things being sheared off, it's a big deal.
Here's the key.
Good job, everybody.
It's all off. Thank you for doing all the heavy lifting.
No! It will home in on Earth's markers and hunt us down! You don't understand what you're doing!
I misunderstood initially, that's true, but it's all quite clear to me now. It's not only mankind's tampering which has hindered our glorious rebirth, but this alien machine as well.
Yeah, clearly.
Away from that machine, Danik.
No. And now that I have this, I'll be able to turn it off. The natives of this planet chose death over evolution. Now I'll make sure humanity doesn't make the same mistake. We will, all of us, be made whole.
Well, come on, kill them.
Jesus! We have what we need! Hurry!
Isaac, the codex!
Son of a bitch! Jam the door!
There's a manual override system control booth. I can open it from here.
No! You'll never make it out!
It's open. Go! I'm right behind you.
She'll be right behind us. Don't worry, Ellie is, you know, she's gonna be fine. We're gonna have to find a way out of here through this fucking mist maze, though. Kind of stun locks you in place. Okay. Anyway, we cartwheeled to death. Alright.
Son of a bitch! Jam the door!
Because those stairs are broken.
No! You'll never make it out!
It's open. Go! I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
Door malfunction.
We gotta shut this door.
See? She's scrappy. She's doing it.
Ellie, come on! Ellie!
It's no good. It's moving too fast. Isaac, do it. Just do it. Isaac! I love you.
Yeah, but again, don't worry about it too much.
Isaac! Hey! That gas is still coming! We gotta go! Now! She's all I got. This was
Again. Again.
She knew better than anyone how important it was. Now we've got to finish this for her! Got it? Do you got it? Yeah. Then let's go! Isaac, now!
Hey Carver, where was all of that when Santos was having her freak out? Well, what?
Move! Come on, Isaac!
Put your helmet on.
Hey, get in, man!
Put your helmet on. Why are you wet?
I left her.
There's like a sheen to him, right? Is it supposed to be salt and pepper? It looks like it's supposed to be maybe some flecks of white in his facial hair, but it just it comes off as plasticine.
Come on, man. Don't fall apart on me. Look, Danik is headed down to that machine. We can't let him shut it down.
Then we're gonna make sure he never gets there. You got that?
All right. Hey. Hey. It looks like Danik unlocked access to all floors.
Where'd he go?
I don't... Where'd he go? I don't know! Jesus.
Son of a bitch. Okay. All right. We're gonna split up. You take floor 1, I'll take floor 2.
Okay.
All right.
All right, just hey. Keep your head, man. I can't do this without you.
All right.
Nah, but for real, Carver, where was all that before? He's become a completely different character, and once again is one that I wish we could have just made the centerpiece of this. And not speaking of like, ah man, he should have been what I'm playing right now, but I mean like he should have just been the character we play in this game. This is hot death. It's the saw blade and the fucking flamethrower. I don't know, Lost Things. These are all just kind of boring, aren't they? I ain't feeling any of them. Like, this is fine. You know, the stats are good. But, so, you know. Yeah, what else have we got on this? What can we do with it? We could do 2 plasma cutters. Telemetry spike, we can do... Oh, there are no other parts other than the little rivet gun for the small core. Good, 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 good. Oh, there's a revolver option. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Kinda nothing doing. I may as well just slap the old one back on. They can't tell me I didn't give it a go. Alright. We got plenty of ammo. We know basically what we're doing with these. I'm going that way. Okay, with the flares. Got it. No. Give that the old sweep.
Get to the machine, he's got to go underground, and there's only one way down, the big silo north of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Hitting my locator. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Knock that off. Thank you. Yeah, that's where I'm going? Alright. Just think of how much more of an ambush that would be if everything didn't use these fucking beam projectors to aim.
He's after the Codex! Stand your ground! We will be reborn! There he is! Fire!
What are you pointed at? Oh, that. It has a music stinger for when it's done. Fuck off. Doesn't have that the entire game, and now it has it. Like, the music would just stop, it wouldn't go bop, bop. Anyway, are you feeling like this is cinematic yet? Is it just like a movie? Should games be movies, or should they be games? You can learn things from other disciplines, no doubt about it. Oh, that's a really weak-sounding gun, huh? Is it glitched? Okay, there you go, Isaac. Anyway. Yeah, you can learn things from other disciplines, absolutely, but it just mindlessly emulating is not really the way to go. No, that guy didn't make it. Men are not punished for their sins, but by them. Okay. I guess. Unless they like the sin, and you know, then it's not really, they're not really punished by them. Oh, hey, this is where he shot Tim. Because we got the hanging bodies. I don't know why they're stripped of meat, though. Every time we come across the ones that are just, like, stripped, like someone has taken the time to make jerky, I have so many questions. It's your religion is what it is. What did you think it was? And could you not do that while I'm down here? Hey, sir. Yeah, cover. I see. There we go. It's very dramatic. Also, I do suppose this is supposed to be like an action-packed chase. Rapidly engaging his friends and everything, but the easiest way that I've been able to find is just to stop and pop, you know? I hang out somewhere where I've got pretty good sight lines. I wait for them to go about their animations, and then I poke them with a bullet and they fall over. Hey. Just like it's just more of them. More though. More. Stop. All right. I got that guy. I hear the other one coming. There. Didn't register the hit to his leg, but whatever. All right. We got the cue that all is well again. Because I have to do this. Total shit. Down. There we go. Come on. I'm pressing him. There we go. Ah, fuck off. These diagonals don't work. You can press the things, sure, but that doesn't mean that stuff will happen. I think that's that. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll get to where it next says progress saved, and then we'll call it for meat. Gotta find Danik. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Progress is saved right here. That's perfect. What lies below?
There's no other way down?
I'll head down on these.
He'll head down on the things. We'll resume this right here. Perfect timing. We'll go here.
Cable.
I'll do this. And yeah, so meat continues. We're gonna go down into another hole, as we are still hole boys for life. We've been through the tundra again, secret labs in the tundra again. Wasn't quite any tanks, but there were those like circular cores of ice that had the boys in them. We'll God, you know, there's a lot that we're gonna end up repeating, including even biggerest meat, moon-sized meat. Last time it was one that was inside of a planet, and God, that happened twice, 3 times now too. There's a big old worm that was like in a planet hole. Knew she wasn't quite a worm, but it was the same goddamn thing. Anyway, yeah, we'll pick that up tomorrow. We're almost done. Did you figure out what it is that both these series lost yet? We'll check back in. And, you know, we're getting close to the reveal. In the meantime, on your own for a little bit. See ya.